welcome back everybody to Final Fantasy VII. We have just come back from our first successful mission. We're going to be returning to Sector 7, Tifa's Heaven. Is it even listed up there? No, it's not. It's just some cowboy Texas sign. And Barney, in his usual congenial self, has kicked everybody out with his assault gun. Sure making a lot of friends, ain't he? And of course we have the local gossiper here. Normally I'd say don't care, but eh. Hey, look at that! We're terrorists. That's exactly what Avalanche is. Despite all the dress-up that Barney tries to defend it, it's basically what we are at this point. That's what the hero characters are doing. Terrorist actions. Thankfully we get better by the end of the game, so. At least the people could have gone in their sleep. There's always a silver lining to everything, ain't there? Okay, going ahead, whatever. What, you're just waiting for me, making sure I don't run off to the Shinra? I ain't your papa, girl. I don't even look like him. Yes, it did, because I was there. I'm so awesome. To have a fight with Barney, if you say not this time, you get bonus points with Barney. If you say yeah, I guess just nothing really happens with this woman here, who we're going to rename. The actual name is Tifa, but we're going to go with something a little more, I guess you'd say, I wouldn't say common, but a little not as off-sounding. So we're going to go with Sarah. So instead of Tifa, her name will now be Sarah. Sarah's a nice name. Ah, flowers. You can get back the points you lost by saying you got into a fight with Barney by giving it to his daughter Marlene. But if you get to Sarah, you get Sarah bonus points. Now what all these bonus points mean is that later in the game, at a place called the Golden Saucer, there is a date scene of a sort. Oh, yeah, I gotta talk to these people, I guess. And how you've been treating these people kind of dictates who you're spending the night with at the Gold Saucer. So, and surprisingly, Barret is one of those people. So you could talk to these people. They're very excited. Biggs, Wedge and Jesse. And it doesn't really matter if you are mean to them or not. It's just extra flavor for the whole story and the background and the world building aspect of this game. I mean, of course they're all excited. This was the very first mission they probably ever did in their lives, and it was successful. My goodness, they probably thought they'd fail. And speaking of which, to move the story forward, head to the entrance, and for whatever reason, Barney storms in. What the heck was he doing out there? Just waiting? I don't even know. He was just like, probably watched us go in, and then what? Just stood there for like the last 5 minutes? Mysterious ways of Barney. That's pretty ingenious, having the pinball machine be the entrance to their secret hideout underneath. But you can go down there, or you can just let Barney wait and drink a hard one. Give me something hard, like Tequila Sunrise. If anybody hasn't watched my Oblivion videos, I mentioned in there that the Tequila Sunrise was my very first alcoholic drink I ever had in my entire life. And it was amazing. Whoever made my first Tequila Sunrise did it awesome. Yeah, there's many ways to make a good Tequila Sunrise, and there's many ways you can make a bad one. Do not make the bad one. Ah. Seems like a off-the-cuff type of question, but there's a meaning behind the question she just asked Matthew, and that will come into play much later on Disc 2. But you can pick up all these hints now, for those who've already played the game. Oh my gosh! She's the Unabomber! She's making bombs and looking it up on the internet, how to do it. She's dangerous. None, I'm positive, because they're just as awesome as me. talk about breaking the fourth wall there. Okay, for a person who is in his position, Cloud's position, as a elite member or an ex-elite member of a highly trained specialist group soldier, the words of Barney should not be affecting him as much as it is. I mean, as a professional, you should just let those words roll off your back and just move on and do your job, do your business, you know? But he's acting, the words are getting to him. It's acting like it hurts his ego, and that's like the first clue bird that something is not all there with Cloud. Did I say Cloud? I meant Matthew. I gotta stick with the names. I'm so used to having Cloud, Tifa, Barret. I gotta stick with the names that I've given him. Whoa, she's like clipping through his body. She got really close to him. This was back in the age where having emo or troubled, moody protagonists was kind of a new big thing, you know, because before there was all this happy-go-lucky, plucky, you know, hero protagonists, and, you know, they could do no wrong, and they were always making friends with everybody, and then, you know, Cloud, Matthew, Squall, these characters came along, and were just like, no, I'm moody, and I hate you all. So it was a brand new novel thing for protagonists to be like that. And then we got Zidane in Final Fantasy IX, the plucky, happy-go-lucky, perverted main character, but that'll come later in another series. But yes, the well. One of the many flashback memories of Sarah and Matthew. Now, what you may not know is that with this flashback, the game is revealing a lot of stuff on the surface, but not giving you the whole story here. Obviously, Sarah and Matthew knew each other at some point in the past. They probably even lived in the same village. And he wanted to get into soldier. And, are they going to mention him? Hold on. Yeah, he's going to leave for Midgar. But there's a lot of things that this game is misrepresenting in this memory here. And you won't know that until Disc 2, and why it's being misrepresented. Yes, they do mention him. Sephiroth. A character you don't know yet unless you've read the instruction manual, where he's like clearly displayed in the character section, alongside the protagonists. So it's almost like there's an assumption there that he could be playable, but he's not. So she's reminding him of this promise for more than just a couple reasons. But the main reason is that this is something that she feels that he should have memory of, that he should have remembered this particular promise. It was important to her. She wants to know if it's important to him. But that's just one of the reasons that she's asking him this. That if he remembers the promise. It's kind of a silly promise. It's a promise a little kid would make to another. But to her, it was important. So, representation here, they were best friends back when they were younger. A shooting star to seal the deal. Now it can't be broken. Nope, not a clue. No, he just can't keep it. Again, what was he doing? Just like waiting outside the bar, he's now waiting down there before he comes up to handle our money. Was he trying to find it? Was he taking out his aggression on Biggs and Wedge? I mean, what was he doing down there the whole time while we were having this great long discussion about memories? Oh gosh, Cloud is just a cold, heartless pack. $1,500? Don't make me laugh. I would love to get $1,500 for a single job. That would be amazing. Good negotiator. She doesn't even ask her opinion. She's like, thanks, Matthew. You're gonna accept it. You will accept it. Whoa, I got a crick in my neck. That looks super comfy against that bar there. That pipe. Speaking of which, where do they sleep? Apparently not in the bar. Ah, Sarah's joining us. Ah, our first tutorial before Final Fantasy got all crazy heavy on the tutorials. But I'm going to explain it on the fly instead of wasting time here in this video having the game explain it. You know, kind of like a crash course later while I'm equipping the Materia. But now we have access to Materia. Sure! Just let the underage girl take over the bar. She's totally legit to sell those alcoholic drinks to people. Awesome. Different world, everybody. Different world. Alright, okay, yeah, the weapon shop is right here. Okay, we're gonna buy these 3 iron bangles. We're going to equip them, and you might want to, because the bronze bangles do not have slots for any type of materia. And yes, I'm going to sell back the bronze bangles, so I have some money to buy materia that I will need to put in those slots. Oh geez, look at that item list. This is back in advance before the item list gets inundated with a whole bunch of other crap that I can't wait to sell and get rid of, so I don't have a crazy big item menu. You have to scroll through pages and pages of items. I hate that. Oh yes! Here is an all materia that's hidden just off screen, and the rest of these guys that you can talk to, including the dog, you can talk to the dog too, will explain to you all the various systems and materia system and everything that happens in Final Fantasy VII, just in case you don't know how anything works. But I do, so we're not going to spend some time on that. So. Okay, for some reason I thought there was something up in here, but I guess there isn't. Alright then. Kinda looks not hygienically clean. Wouldn't want to be sleeping there. Thanks for the offer, kid, but yes, this is the Materia shop. Sure know how to greet us, don't you? Ah, here we go. Fire, ice, and lightning. We got lightning already equipped, and we got a restore. Now we go to Materia. This is where everybody gets their talents, their magic skills. So she is our red mage, as per the challenge. So she's going to get... Wow, I got 2 ice. That's amazing. How did I Wow, that was quite the oversight. Whatever, we'll just have 2 ice materias. But now that we have Sarah in our group, she is going to be the magic user until we get Vincent, and that is a long, long way away. Let's let's see here. I think these are Johnny's parents? Yeah, these are Johnny's parents. You won't know who Johnny is, but it's it's a rather silly NPC that you will meet over and over again as you go through the game, and there's really no reason why he knows you, why he thinks you're his friend. But there's his parents. That's where he used to live, in Sector 7. And I'll point out Johnny as we go throughout the game. But before we start our first mission, we're going to save it. And we're going to call this video right here. Because the next couple sequences is going to be action-packed, and it's going to drag this video on longer than I really wanted to. Ooh, I don't want to save that. I don't want to save my game to that one. There we go. Whew. Alright, we'll resume in the next video, everybody. See y'all later.